Welcome everyone to another episode of Real Talk with Joy. Today we will be discussing about amplifying the challenges in marriage. And today I'm coming from a different perspective. We're talking about finances. It could be wearing and tearing certain times. If in marriage, there's a burden, a financial burden that actually is a major. Certain times I might say it's silos, but it's right there. So if a spouse has one burden, one a spouse has a lot of burden, financial burden on them, it causes a little tension or friction kind of in the marriage. I mean, I'm speaking from perspective because I have been married before, so I'm divorced. But that notwithstanding, it's really imperative for uh, both partners, to be at least financially, stable or to have some things going for them, bringing something to the table. Because when it's only all the dependence on one, there's always a little, it's challenging, right? There's that gray area that makes the other party feel as though they're the ones bringing a lot to the table, etc. And certain times it's really important to understand the different dynamics. It could be a situation that brought the storm for that family. So it's important that you understand your spouse, understand the situation at large, what exactly is going on, and try to accommodate, and work with your spouse just to bring about the peace in the marriage while, juggling through that, the time frame to be able to, scale those hurdles and become, financially stable in that marriage. So for those of us, or for those marriages that might have a little tension or friction, it's really important to be open. Talk to your partner. Communication is key. If there isn't any communication, there's no trust, a relationship, a marriage cannot work. Yes, let's be real. Money speaks, money talks and BS works. So money is a major factor when kids are involved, and it's a family, just to bring that, forefront stone, put things together, talk, put all the cards on the table, be very transparent with your spouse or with your partner when it comes to financial or other obligations as well. But when it comes to finances, is really, really a deep dive or a deep divide if there's a lot of hurdles to cross. So within a marriage is important, talk about it, try to, have a lot, have something going on, have like a backbone support, and have like a little backup plan within, that marriage. At least you have the finances coming in, because money, things are, of course we understand how the nature of things are current day in all over the world. But when you're in a marriage and your relationship, etc., you need to make sure you put things, well, I'm just only speaking of marriage per se, you put all those cards on the table, try to see how your finances could be strong, how you can continue to develop and keep adding to it, so that way there won't be that divide in your marriage, and how you can actually, bring supplemental income or to helps us to make the home a peaceful place for your family, and to bring about joy, love, happiness, and to grow in your marriage. So I wish everyone the best. I know I've not said too much, but with a little that I have there to talk about, it's really imperative that you take notes, share. No matter how you want your marriage to work, it's marriages work. So we know marriages work. So do your level best, work on it, apply yourselves, try to work together to bring peace, and be very transparent and honest, and try to encourage your partner, encourage your spouse. If you feel as though they're on the downside, then you try to do whatever you can to, pick them up, and because you never know, the tables turns at any point in time. But try to be humble, not prideful, but trying to, do as much as you can to support their marriage and to grow, not listening to any kind of naysayers or so, because everyone, people out there, they are waiting to just look for an opportunity to hear from you and throw shade into your marriage. So in that instance, you want to be mindful of it. When it comes to your finances, you try to know when to speak or when to hold your peace, and how to work together. You need to work together as a team, because there's no I in team. You need to work together, guard your home, guard everything you have. And tell me, at some point you will realize that you have like a strong, successful marriage. God bless you. Enjoy, and we'll talk later.